Hey everybody, it is China Unicorn here with a very important video to share. It is the one thing I got damn wrong about the swinger lifestyle when I was brand new. So I have to say that I keep coming up against some people who have different conceptions about what is a swinger. Some people think that swingers are just couples, like male-female couples that swap with other male-female couples. That is maybe the old school traditional definition of what maybe swinging, how it started maybe, but definitely now it is a very bigger, much bigger pond. Let's just put it that way. Lots of singles. There's lots of room for, different bisexual dynamics, group play, things like that. So it's very much not limited at couples. But when I was brand new, and I mean brand new, like in the Googling phase of what the fuck is a swinger, right? I literally thought I need to hurry up and get a boyfriend so that I can become a swinger. I thought I had to become a couple to become a swinger. So as much as it breaks my heart when I hear people say, I can't go until I find someone, it breaks my heart because I wish I could go and rattle your head and be like, I wish I could communicate to you that that's not true. And I think that once you realize that you really are not handicapped to some other person making you feel comfortable, in order for you to do that, if you really want to try something, you really should just make the point of trying it, right? And I just think that one of the biggest things I got wrong was that I couldn't do it without a boyfriend. So what's really interesting about it was when I was, it was like 2019, and I was thinking to myself, well, how am I going to get more reliable sex? And, I'm back to having sex again. I want more sex. The dating thing sucks. How am I going to get more sex? And it was when I realized that, well, I could maybe be the single woman that joins a couple. Because I was like, well, couples have threesomes too, right? So I could be the single woman that joins the couple. And that is exactly the limited scope of what I plan to do in this lifestyle. It never occurred to me I'd actually sleep with a man. Well, first of all, there was no single men, meaning, single men. There was no single men there the first time I went, because I went on a couples and single women only night. It was unicorn night. So it didn't occur to me I'd fuck a single man there. I know. That's why when some other people come in and they're confused too, I'm like, don't worry, I understand. There's just this misconception, right? So anyways, I think that if I had only been able to go back in time and say to Toronto Unicorns 2019 or even earlier self is, no, you do not need to wait for somebody to make it okay for you to become part of the lifestyle, which is the sex positive swinger lifestyle. You do not. You can be a single person who tries to join other people, either one-on-one or partners or groups or events or hotel takeovers, or sex club, whatever, singles nights. There's lots of ways to be included in this lifestyle as a single. And I think that I was damn wrong when I looked at this lifestyle from the outside looking in. And I made assumptions, right? Just like I made assumptions about what a sex club was. I thought sex was everywhere and you just had to participate. And no, it's not like that. So, I mean, it's kind of like that. And that sex is plenty, but there's such a respect of consent that you never have to do anything you don't want to do. You can go to watch if you really want to. So it's really a much low pressure environment considering what you would expect. But I also can't believe I didn't know that single people could also be, real hardcore swingers and not just at the benefit of couples, for themselves too. I clearly made, an assumption on this that was wrong, but that goes to show that we don't know a lot about the swinger lifestyle until we are told about the swinger sex positive lifestyle. And so that is why my channel is here, to share the goods, spill the beans, whatever you want to call it, about it, so that you don't have the same blinders on that I did, and that you can find your place in this lifestyle. Maybe you don't get the red carpet treatment. Maybe it's not going to feel super comfortable the first time you go because you're going alone. But what I do recommend is, if you have an issue with that, go and have a dinner or a lunch alone in a restaurant. Don't bring a book. Don't pick up your phone. Just be alone with yourself. If you can get through that, and you will, because it just takes some practice, right? Then you'll be able to go alone to this place. So I want you to give it a shot and learn from my big mistake. After all, what do they call mistakes? They're just lessons in work clothes. I don't remember where that reference is from, but I'm totally stealing it. In case you haven't heard, I have just launched my very new long format podcast called Sex and Swinging with Tarana Unicorn. I have released my first episode so far, and it is long-winded for me. It's like, you know, it's a bit long, but for a podcast world, it might be a bit short. It's like 30 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. But it'll get a little longer, but I've gotten some positive feedback on it. I do like the long-winded approach, especially because I can swear there, and I can say bad words and tell bad stories, and I won't get in trouble. So I'm having fun. I have to, yeah, you'll have to come there to see what you might be missing now. If you enjoy my stories and my voice, and you're gonna want to turn me on in the car or at the gym or wherever, so that you can take in the podcast side too. So you can find those links at TaranaUnicorn.com. I'm on Spotify, Apple, Amazon Music, and probably everywhere.